Hey everybody, welcome to our live stream today. I am super excited to be here. We have got a ton to talk about today. All right, a ton to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about the 27 ways to get funding in 2022. And look, we're going to dive into a lot of information here today, a ton. There's going to be comments. I got my crack team social media experts sitting on standby to answer your questions, but I want everybody to take notice. The very first comment that I put in there is our phone number. It's 877 600 2487. Grab yourself a pen, grab your cell phone, type it into your notes. 877 600 2487. The reason I want you to hang on to that number is you're going to want to give a call to my experts. You're going to want to call our sales executives. You're going to want to call them today. Not going to tell you why yet, but trust me when I tell you, write that number down, 877 600 2487. Johan, thanks for saying hello. I'm really excited to be here. First thing I want you all to do, very first thing I want you all to do is I want you to reach down below and give us a little love. Give us some hearts, give us some thumbs up. I'm going to be your pilot. I got my headset on today. I'm ready to take you for this trip around how to get funding in 2022. We all know that right now what we're dealing with is a recession, right? It's not a lot of fun out there, but I know that it's during these times that businesses actually can boom, absolutely skyrocket their business if they're serious, if they really want to get to the next level and don't want to just talk about it, but actually want to do something about it. Today is your day. If you're serious about changing the way you operate your business, changing the way other businesses look at your business, and really in particular the way lenders look at your business, today's your day. We've got a lot of information. Here's what I need from you. I need a commitment that you're going to hang till the end. This is not a sure one. This is not one of my usual, when I get on here, 15 minutes, I'm flying through, bang, 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 bang. Today, I'm going to dive into real serious details. Okay. I want to say hello to everybody. I'm not going to be able to answer in the chat because I'm going to be talking about a lot of information, but I'm really glad you're here. And again, our whole team is here to say hello as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions. But if you really got a serious question, don't forget the very first chat in there, our phone number, 877 600 2487. Reach out to our executives. They're ready to talk to you. All right, let's dive in. Who's ready? I see a couple of thumbs up, a couple of hearts. I need more. I need more. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people in this chat today, and I want to make sure everybody's here giving us a little bit of love. All right, so let me pull up my little PowerPoint presentation here. Hope you all can have a little bit of patience with me. Now, I'm going to have a lot of talking to do today, so if I start running out of my voice, don't worry, I got some water right by my side. We're going to be good to go. We're going to land this plane. All right, so what are we going to cover today? First of all, we're going to cover over 24 ways you can get money for your business. Financing you can get with good personal credit, good or no business credit, and actually, we're going to really dive into business credit and why it is the most underrated item on your credit report from a quote unquote consumer's point of view. It's really overrated, or not overrated, but highly rated by lenders, and yet we continue to ignore it, right? We're going to talk about getting money for your business through cash flow, or even if you're a startup, whether you have collateral or you're going for unsecured, an investment of your time, and time is a big deal. All right. So we're going to talk about how valuable your time is. Who out here thinks their time is valuable? I know my time is valuable. Matter of fact, sometimes I think that we here at Credit Suite value your time more than you do. And I'll explain why in a little while. But look, time is money. You're out there, you've got a great idea, you've got a business that's off the ground, you're running, you're looking for ways to grow it. And the problem is we get pulled 18 different directions. So it's difficult to do some of the things that we plan on doing. Like I wake up the day and I plan on doing 50 things, and maybe I only get 10 done because I've got so much going on. I know what it's like as an entrepreneur. That's exactly what happens. We're going to show you how to save a lot of time and therefore a lot of money, right? If you just pay attention, you got to hang it. So your time is valuable today. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get you some bonuses just for hanging with us today. All right. We're even going to talk about selling some of the equity in your business. So this webinar is for you if you're struggling to grow your business because you don't have enough access to cash and credit, you're having trouble getting approvals, and I know that's everybody out there. I still need some more thumbs up, a little more love, all right? You have great ideas and concepts that you can't get off the ground due to a lack of access to capital. Your business is growing a little slower than maybe it could be, and you're looking to get the most money at the best terms, and to be honest, if you need money fast, right? So hang with me. I'm going to give you a ton of information. Your head's going to be spinning. Sometimes we're going to get in the weeds, but I'm going to tell you, if you feel like you're running out of time, what are you going to do? Somebody give me in the chat today. What are you going to do? If you feel like you're running out of time and you can't hang until the end, I want you to call 877-600-2487. Say, Steve told me to call. I want to talk to one of your sales executives. I want to find out more about this mystery program, how I can get more funding in 2022, okay? 877-600-2487. I am talking to you, Melissa. All right, every once in a while, I'm going to see what's going on in the chat. All right, so because your time is valuable, we're going to pay you for it. We're going to give you some bonuses. For staying to the end of this webinar, you're going to receive a playback of this event, all right? You'll be able to watch this over and over again. We're going to give you a fundability assessment to improve your fundability, all right? That's when you're going to call my team, 877-600-2487. We're going to give you 30 days of free Experian business credit monitoring, 30 days of free Equifax business credit monitoring, and we're going to give you 30 days of free Dun & Bradstreet credit monitoring, okay? So you're going to get all three of them, see what your credit report looks like, and once you do see what it looks like, give us a call. We'll give you no cost business credit consultation with one of our experts to review your report and give you the next steps. Although if you hang with me today, I'm going to give you the next steps. Hang out. We're not going anywhere. We're also going to talk about giving you a funding qualification to see what funding you can qualify for right now. Right now. The value of this, just for hanging out, is about $544. So I predict this to be about an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to pay you $500 an hour just to hang with me. And by the way, who am I? Your pilot today, my name is Steve Weibel. I'm the Director of Business Development. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm the Key Account Manager here at Credit Suite. I'm the author of Business Credit, the complete step-by-step guide. #1 bestseller on Amazon for business credit. Don't want you buying it. This is not a promotion for that. I can tell you the information there is outdated. What we have here at Credit Suite is up-to-date, real, true information, okay? Again, reach out to us, 877-600-2487. I wish this was a live audience so I could have you all repeat that to me. 877-600-2487. My team's standing by. Anytime through this presentation, you feel like, you know what, I've heard enough, I got to get more, call them out, 877-600-2487, and make sure you said Steve said the call. All right. So who is Credit Suite? For those of you who haven't been following us for a million years, I know most of you are, and you give us love every week, right? We've helped about 42,000 business owners build business credit, and that's not even touching our big, hairy, audacious goal. We want to help 500,000 business owners. You're one of them. You're one of them. All right. We're ranked one of the best entrepreneurial companies in America by Entrepreneur Magazine in 2018. We're in the Inc. 5000, 2019 and 20, and we're going to be there in 21. The A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau without being accredited. That's a big deal. In other words, we didn't pay for our accreditation. All right. Over 300 positive online reviews, hundreds and hundreds. And by the way, let me stop. 300 positive online reviews. At some point, it becomes redundant, right? I get to see a channel every single day where we're getting reviews from our customers. I'm talking every day. It's alive. It's called Slack, right? It's like, if those of you are familiar with Microsoft Teams. So it's live. When somebody gives us feedback, it pops up live. Not everybody goes online and does it. And not necessarily do we really even have enough room for everyone. But I see between 5 and 10 reviews every single day. It's just never ending how much people love what we do here. And by the way, if you look around, we have hundreds of actual results and videos, testimonials online. I'm going to show you some of those today. All right. We've been featured on hundreds of radio shows, TV, podcasts. You've probably seen my smiling face on podcasts every once in a while. In other words, we're out and about. We're out there giving away information. We're out there helping business owners just like you because we know your time is valuable and we want to give you the most valuable information in the shortest period of time. So look, what's up with business financing, right? Many business owners think there's a shortage of access to capital, right? Truth is, conventional banks have reduced the money they're lending to business owners, and this has been true for years, specifically since the crash in 08 and 09, right? As a result, though, an entirely new segment of alternative loans and programs sprang up with billions of dollars pouring into small businesses. The problem really isn't a lack of money. It's that most entrepreneurs don't really know where to get it. I know you all know that, right? Up until now, up until today, all right? For all the kinds of financing we're showing you today, we're going to tell you exactly what you can get and what you need to qualify. So who's ready? Who's ready? You ready for me to dive in? I'm going to start with number 27 next. I need a couple more thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Tell me you love me. I could stop. I could stop right now. All right, here we go. Number 27. Those of you who are familiar with us are going to be familiar with this. This is called our credit line hybrid. All right. What this is, besides being amazing, is 0% business financing. You get up to $150,000 in revolving credit. There's no documents required for this, so it works for startups. Matter of fact, if you register your business today, you get your paperwork, assuming you got it today, you can apply tomorrow. 1 day in business and you're good. So it works fantastic for startups. I've personally done this. This isn't some third party giving you a testimonial. It's amazing. All right. If you need cash and you're a startup, it's a great opportunity. You could build business credit exactly at the same time because you get the type of credit that will report in most cases. All right. You get multiple credit lines. It creates competition with them. You could take cash out at 0%. Unheard of, I know, right? You do need good credit from you or a guarantor. But again, typically this is going to be business credit. It's going to go in the business name, but you have to have good personal credit. That's with startups. There's no cash flow that we can lean on. I'm going to give you a classic example. Here's a case study. Now, I'm actually a case study, but this startup in Bloomington was pleased to qualify for $61,400 in unsecured business credit lines. This helped them achieve their business goals and help their business succeed. All right. I know that's probably a little small for you to see. I know exactly who this is. They did get that 61,000. Inside secret. If you manage this the right way and you pay your bills on time, okay? Now, by the way, if you want details, I'm going to stop because I see somebody asking, Days with CC is asking. If you're interested in credit line hybrid, there you go. My team's all over it. They just put the link in there right now to find out what it takes to qualify. Okay, so if you manage it properly, in my case, they doubled my limits in 12 months. Not going to tell you what I got approved for, but it was a lot more than that 61,000. Doubled our limits in 12 months. So if you do get this credit, manage it the right way. It's an unbelievable opportunity. Okay, so that's your credit line hybrid. That's number 27. Let's go to 26A. All right, now we're going to do a couple of ABs here. All right, there's a reason for it. So starter vendor credit. I know you can't raise your hands, but let's pretend you can. Right there, sitting at your desk, in your car, on your phone, raise your hand. Do you know what starter vendor credit is? Those of you who've been following us for a while know exactly what it is. They're vendors who work for almost all businesses. The terms they tend to give you are up to net 90, okay, which means you have 90 days to pay the bill. Typically, you're going to find they're going to be net 30. They help you build your business credit profile, and we're going to dive further into that. They ease your cash flow constraints. They ease your cash flow. This is where people get, there you go, Quill. Somebody threw Quill, Uline. Yes, exactly. Matter of fact, you don't need collateral. You don't need good personal credit. You don't even need to have cash flow. All right. You get to improve your fundability first. You need to improve your fundability first. So some of these vendor accounts are, I see them being thrown in the chat. NAV, yes, I know NAV reports, but and I don't want to go too deep down this rabbit hole, but I have to tell you, a $36 trade line is really not that big a deal. People kind of gloss over that, so you want to be really careful. Yes, I know it's a payment experience, but you really want larger numbers because in the end, what you're trying to get is high limit credit. All right, so just keep that in mind. And this is why we have experts. This is why we have our advising team to guide you through things just like that. So one of the first ones we're going to talk about, 76. They're owned by Phillips 66, CEO Creative, Granger, Uline that was mentioned in the chat, and there's many more in our business finance suite. Okay, these are your starter vendors. Now, I don't want you to dismiss these starter vendors. I'm going to tell you why. Not only are they helping you build your business credit, but you're actually getting credit for things that you can use in your day-to-day operation of your business. So if you needed to buy let's say your printer broke down today, you're in the middle of a big presentation, your printer shot, and you've got to print this out. Well, if you can buy on credit a new printer without pulling that cash out of your pocket and you get 30, 60, 90 days to pay for it, isn't that a game changer for you? Maybe right now your cash flow is super low today. Maybe you don't have the cash on you and oh my God, it's an emergency, right? This is what people don't think about with vendor credit. I love vendor credit. Matter of fact, my entire $25 million printing company was built on vendor credit. And no, I didn't start at 25 million. I started at $100,000, right? But my vendors kept giving me more and more credit. Therefore, I was able to take that credit and leverage that to a huge number, all right? And by the way, it's difficult to apply for vendor accounts if your fundability is wrong. If your fundability is not good, you need to understand how that works. You need to watch some of our videos, or you need to jump on board with us. Call us at 877-600-2487. Get started on our program, right? We're going to guide you through that process. We're going to make sure you look really good to these starter vendors. All right, let's go on to advanced vendors, all right? So advanced vendors don't necessarily report to the credit reporting agencies, but they can help you grow your business. Approvals are based on your business credit quality only. They're going to include people like Apple, Best Buy, O'Reilly, John Deere, UPS, United Airlines. So there are some vendors that will actually give you credit. Again, we call them advanced vendors that don't report. So they're not helping you build your business credit, but it may be credit that you need. Best Buy is a classic example. If you needed that new printer, or maybe a new computer, or from Apple, or if you own a working farm, a horse farm, as one of our best customers does, you can 100% get credit with John Deere. So these are what we call advanced vendors that don't necessarily help you build. Okay, I'm going to give you a case study. So Herman Dolce is out of Elkins Park, PA. I know him really well. With Credit Suite, your one-on-one consultant calls you within 24 hours of signing up. Secret. It's always same day. It's usually within an hour, right? They call you at least 5 times a week, right? Then after that, even though it's been several years for him, that he's been with them, every other Wednesday they're talking, right? It's absolutely incredible. My favorite line of credit I got using Credit Suite is a $10,000 Amazon card. I used to purchase things low and sell high on different marketplaces. I was able to get a $40,000 Amex business card. None of my accounts show up in my personal credit report. So if I max them out, guess what? Doesn't hurt him personally, does it? So he was able to purchase 2 properties in Cleveland, Ohio. It's been a blessing. That's one case study. Going to show you lots of them today. Lots of them today. All right. So here's some examples. Hopefully you can see them. I hope my screen's big enough. If I click on here, you're going to start seeing these are all people that are getting approved. There's an Amazon Net 30 for $7,500. I'm going to turn a little bit because I can see this screen better. $1,200 business gas cards, no PG. But got the cards finally. That looks like a $25,000 credit card. Here's one $1,000 credit limit a few weeks ago. Now they got $3,000. That's a long list. Let's see, approved for Office Depot with $1,500. You can see these numbers get huge. $10,000 net 30, right? Let's see. Praise God, my card game tell you higher credit limit than I thought with 0% interest for 12 months. Stay the course. Follow the process outline because it pays off. Chase Ink card, right? How about stick with the process family? No PG, a Valero card. Look at all of these cards that they got approved for. These are all right from our social media, right? Don't believe me, right? See what you see with your own eyes, right? If you're not sure, call us, 877-600-2487. Don't wait till the end. Call. They're ready. They'll get you started. They're going to show you the miracle that can be your business over the next 12 months, right? This doesn't take long to do. The problem is people are never ready to take that step. They always think about it. They might want to do it. Look, if you think you're qualified, and here's what I mean by qualified. If you think you're a good fit for this program, don't wait. 877-600-2487. We have a team that is waiting to hear from you. Maybe it'll be me. Maybe you and I will be able to talk. All right, let's move on. 25A, retail credit. Retail credit comes from major retailers like Staples, which I just showed you. You can be approved with no personal guarantee or credit check. You can get approved regardless of your credit, your revenue, collateral, but you do need a certain amount of payment experiences to access this tier, right? That's just one. Then we could talk about fleet credit. You can use fleet credit to buy fuel. Truckers out there, if you're listening, this is for you. Maintain vehicles of all sorts, repair vehicles. Even businesses which don't have big fleets can still benefit from this. You're going to need roughly 5 to 8 payment experiences to get approved with no PG or deposit. I know I'm going to hear in the chat, so I'll deal with it right now. Yes, if you don't have a strong business credit profile, they're going to ask you for a deposit. Right? I see it all the time because what people do is they get out on social media, they get out on Google, they think it's their friend, they're going to Google up, how do I get a fleet card? And they'll see some person put out there, hey, you can get a fleet card just by applying in your business name with 1 or 2 trade lines. Then they get asked for a deposit and then they're furious. And then here's what I hear. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Well, yeah, because you Googled it. Don't Google it. Go to the experts. Y'all that have been following Ty forever, you know what I'm talking about. What we've done is laid this out in a step-by-step fashion where you can't screw it up, all right? And I'm going to talk about being qualified to even work with us because what we don't want is people who aren't serious. If you're serious, give me a thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Tell us you love us. All right, let's move on to bank credit cards. I know you're all waiting on this, right? Bank credit cards are universal type credit cards like MasterCard, right? Obviously, you can use these anywhere. They may even have rewards programs. You need at least 14 payment experiences for an approval, but it's not just that. There are other criteria. So here's what's going to happen. Somebody today is going to take that information and be like, I have 14. I'm going to go ahead and apply. And they're going to get denied and be like, Steve lied. No, we didn't. There are lots of things going on in underwriting. That's just one of the items. Your business credit profile has to look a certain way in addition to the 14 payment experiences. Want to know how? Call us, 877-600-2487. We're not going to give it away. We're going to help get you in our program, and you're going to find out. Okay? 14 payment experiences. Here's another case study. Kylan Trower. I believe the Business Finance Suite is literally the best step-by-step, paint-by-number, that's my words, by the way, system to secure anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 in business credit. And by the way, I don't like putting caps on things. I don't like putting minimums or caps. $250,000 is great if that works for you. I build up millions of dollars in business credit. Christine has built up well over $1 million in business credit if you've ever watched her webinar with us. But this is his statement. And it reports on your business credit report, helps you separate your personal and business credit. What he likes most is you have access to actual coaches that will take you by the hand, walk you through the system, answer any and all very specific questions you have related to your business. It's just an amazing opportunity for serious small business owners. You know what I'm talking about. Are you serious, right? Are you ready? You're going to change your life this year. You need to take advantage of this. All right, let's move on. Sometimes I get a little preachy. If I do, just put here, stop preaching, Steve. If I preach, I'm getting a couple of thumbs up too. All right, here's some more examples. Here's one that, let's see, BP approved for. The group is absolutely awesome. Thank you all for tips and tricks. Shout out to one of the admins. All right, here's another one. Got an increase today from Sam's Club store credit from 8 to 16,000. Trying for the MasterCard tomorrow. This one got approved for JCPenney commercial account for $4,000 credit limit. Sam's Club business with a $3,000 credit limit. You're going to see more and more examples of this. FedEx office account, 5,000 on Amazon credit limit. Let's see, been timid, but this will help my business really start out at 1,500. Now at 10,000. Oh, an additional 5,000. So they're up to 10,000. It just goes on and on. How about a credit limit? Who could use a $20,000 credit limit with Amazon right now? Think about it. What can't you buy on Amazon? Except maybe a house. That's coming, by the way, right? $20,000 credit limit on Amazon, not tied to them personally, right? There's another one, got their first gas card for $300. They're starting out. Here's a Sam's Club Master Credit Limit for $10,000, right? See it, right? It just goes on and on. I don't want to bore you with a million of these, but if you're seeing this and you're getting excited and the hair on your neck is standing up, don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait till the end of this. 877-600-2487. Pick up the phone. Call us. We're waiting to talk to you. The rest of you who aren't believers yet, you will be when I'm done. All right, let's move on. So let's talk about some traditional type of lending, okay? So there's number 23 is business revenue lending. This approval is based on consistent cash flow and bank account management, all right? You get approved for typically about 15% of your annual revenue. You need to have 1 year time in business, 10,000 monthly revenue typically is required per month, little to no credit requirements. I mean, I've seen literally from zero, where they don't check, to credit scores as low as 500, all right, and even lower, all right? What's great about revenue lending is they'll fund you typically within 72 hours. Okay, so that's business revenue lending. You don't have to take notes. You don't have to write all this down today. First of all, you're going to get a copy of the recording. Second of all, if you're unsure, you reach out to our team. Again, once again, 877-600-2487. Talk to them about revenue financing if that's what you're interested in. But you got to make sure you got a strong business credit profile. I'm not going to bring that up on every one of these slides, but you need to have a strong business. Your chances of approval go from here to here if you have a strong business credit profile. If you don't believe me, that's okay. It's okay. But I'm going to tell you a real life example. Some of you have been following us for a while have heard this from me. I had a personal friend, great business, doing really well, high sevens credit score. For those of you who have great credit, personal credit, congratulations. High sevens credit score, great cash flow, great P&L, applied for an SBA loan, got denied for $50,000. Got denied. He was furious. Great credit, good cash flow, lots of profit. Came to me, talked about it. I said, well, what's your business credit profile look like? He said, what are you talking about? Business credit? So I pulled it up. There's nothing there, right? And anybody who's been following us knows if there's nothing there, they give you a what? Somebody give me an answer in the chat. They give you a what? 3, 2, 1. They give you a failing grade, right? So he's applied for this loan. He got denied. He doesn't have any idea that he's got a failing grade with his business credit report. So I showed him the way, showed him the truth, showed him the light, right? Sent him through our program. He goes back after building his profile up, his business credit profile, applies again for the same loan. Here's what's really cool. Gets an automated approval for double what he originally applied for. Nothing changed. Same personal credit, same cash flow, same P&L, right? So what changed? What changed? Come on, First one to give me an answer. Come on. What changed? You know it. His business credit profile changed, right? So now they got a whole picture of what his business is like. They trust his business, right? Other businesses trust his business. Don't discount it. It's a big deal. All right. So every time I talk to about a loan in here, don't forget part of what I'm not talking about is your business credit profile. You got to build it up. All right. Merchant cash advances. All right. Those of you who know what an MCA is, it's similar to revenue lending, but uses credit card deposits instead of cash and checks. Approvals based on consistent cash flow, bank and merchant account management. Okay. Very good, Sakina. Get approved for 15% of typically of your annual revenue. You have to have 6 months time in business, and 5,000 monthly revenue typically is required. So they're a little less stringent on this, not the 10,000 like the revenue. Looking at 5,000 monthly revenue typically required. Little again or no credit requirements. Bad credits, no big deal. Again, they fund you typically in 72 hours. There's another example where we helped somebody get funding. Dr. Brannon originally approached us to get $417,000 to pay off his tax lien, and he gave us approval to say this, so we're not talking out of school. It was in the process of closing his practice. With his credit issues, he had no collateral. Several banks already denied him. Through multiple round of fundings, he was able to get the money to pay off the IRS, expand his practice, and even made a run for public office. To date, at the time that he made this testimonial, he was at over $1.5 million in funding through unsecured financing, revenue loans, private investor term loans, and business credit. Okay. Again, every slide I'm going to push business credit. All right. Call us 877-600-2487. If you're ready, don't wait. Call. They're waiting to hear from you. They know I'm doing this today. I'm going to be talking for about an hour and a half, so you might not get me. I might have to take a break. All right. Let's go into 401k financing. For those of you who were formerly employees and have a 401k, this is not a loan. You do not have to pay an early withdrawal fee or a tax penalty. You put the money back by contributing just like any other 401k program. This means you won't lose your retirement funds. This is what's called a 401k rollover for working capital program. The IRS actually calls it a rollover for business startups or a ROBS. If you're unsure about that, go back, look at our channel, look at our YouTube channel. I actually did a full PowerPoint on what a ROBS is, okay? Once again, it's 401k financing. These are the terms in qualifying. Low rates, often less than 5%. Now, obviously, as rates are going up, that's the natural is that's going to follow as well. Your 401k will need to have more than $35,000 in it. You can often get up to 100% of what's rollable in your 401k. The lender is going to want to see a copy of the 2 most recent 401k statements, okay? Anybody have a problem? I'm going to take a sip of water while we're talking, all right? I'll let you read that for a second. All right, so we're down to, anybody know? We're down to number 20. Securities financing. This is for those of you who like to trade in stocks, right? You can borrow as much as 90% of the value of your stocks and bonds. You get rates of 5% or less. You get a loan or credit line, depending on what you're looking for. Still get to earn interest on your money because your stock's going up, right? You could even use someone else's securities or your own. They get pledged, okay? It's basically a collateral loan, all right? Speaking of collateral loan, you can use business assets as collaterals for loans. For the next few choices, you can use your business's assets. Lenders and credit providers may have asked you for collateral in the past, but as you get more time in business, you've gotten more business assets, right, as your business grows. So your collateral can virtually always come from your business. This protects your personal assets and your personal credit. If you've had a going concern for this long of a period of time, all right, then your business should have assets. So like when I had my print manufacturing company, obviously as my business grew, I added more and more assets. I had different types of equipment from bindery to printing to pre-press, you name it. Everything from Macs back when they were $15,000 each. So as your business grows, you have these assets and you can pledge them as collateral. All right, we're going to give you a couple of examples. Your business collateral can be accounts receivable, equipment that you own, like we just talked about, a book of business, which is renewable commissions if you're buying an insurance agency. You can use inventory. There's limitations on that. Commercial real estate. You all kind of knew that. That's that type. That's asset-based lending, okay? Now we have accounts receivable financing, number 19. You can use outstanding accounts receivable as your collateral for your business financing. Receivables should be with the government or another legitimate business, not Cousin Joey's donut shop. All right. Don't call up your cousin, tell them to start a donut shop. You bill them $100,000 and expect to borrow from it. They're going to check out that business. Okay. They're going to verify they're a legitimate business. If you're dealing with a large company, easy to find, no problem. All right. You're going to get rates as low as 2%. credit and cash flow really doesn't matter. Number one type of collateral. This is the number one type of collateral used for SBA loans. Okay. Now we're on the purchase order financing. You can get upwards of 95% of purchase orders financed. Now, those of you who aren't interested in all of this, and you're just interested in the business credit, you can call 877-600-2487 or hang tight. I'm going to dive really, 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 really deep into it, okay? I don't want you getting distracted. I want you to hang with me. I committed to my time with you. I want you to hang with me today, okay? All right. If you have unfulfilled purchase orders, in other words, you get, let's say, a purchase order, you own a t-shirt company, you get a purchase order for 500,000 t-shirts from who knows, Blue Cross Blue Shield for their annual get-together. You can actually finance. You can get approved based on that purchase order, regardless of your personal credit history. The rates tend to range from 1% to 4%. At times, you can get 95% of your purchase orders financed, which is tremendous. I wrote 3 times that it says waiting for your host to start this meeting, so you just didn't let me. Oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so credit and income doesn't matter. All right. On to the next one. Number 17, equipment financing. Equipment financing gets you money to buy new or used equipment. You get approved with challenge credit. All right. You get approved as a new business. Most types of large or valuable equipment will qualify. Typically, the approvals are going to be in 24 hours. 2 months payment is typically required as a down payment. So it's almost like a lease, right? So they're going to look for a down payment of at least two months. All right. 2 months of your payments. You can also lease equipment rather than buying it outright. Typically, that's going to require 1 year time in business. The rates are better, or it's better rates than financing, but it is going to require about a 620 plus FICO for approval. All right. Then there's the equipment sale leasebacks, which is 16B for us. If you already own your equipment free and clear, you can use that as collateral for financing. You can sell equipment to the lender for cash and then lease it back from them. All right. You can unlock Section 179 tax savings, talk to your accountant, and depreciate the entire equipment purchase in your first year. You can even use someone else's equipment if they're willing to donate it to you. Okay. Now, I'm not going real deep on each and every one of these, but once again, think about your business credit profile. How's my business credit profile? Does it look good? Should I apply for this? If you're not sure, 877-600-2487. All right, so 15A, SBA 7A. All right, this is the SBA's most popular loan. The SBA guarantees 85% for loans up to 150,000 and 75% for loans greater than 150,000. The SBA makes the lending decision, but qualified lenders may be granted delegated authority to make the credit decisions without an SBA review. All right, those loan amounts can be to $5 million. You need for approval, you have to have credit, strong credit. Now we put get credit. There's a reason I put that, because you're going to need strong business credit and personal credit. You're going to need some collateral. You're going to need tax returns. All right. So now the SBA 504 is a little bit different. This is an economic development loan program that offers small businesses an avenue for business financing while promoting business growth and job creation. This program provides approved small businesses with long-term fixed rate financing used to acquire fixed assets for expansion and or modernization. All right. Use it to buy currently existing buildings, construct new buildings, equipment, utilities, and more. All right. It's pretty much the same qualifying requirements as 7A. 7A, good personal credit, good business credit, assets. You got to have a business plan. Don't forget, good business credit. I gave you that example. All right. Good business credit. You need good business credit. 877-600-2487. We'll show you how to get it. We'll show you how to get it fast. All right. Number 14. We're getting close to the end. Number 14, inventory financing, terms and qualifying. Inventory financing is a revolving line of credit, or basically a short-term loan acquired by a company so it can buy products for sale later. Okay, so the products serve as collateral for the loan. You get approved for a line of credit for typically up to 50% of the inventory value. Rates are often 5 to 15% depending on the type of inventory. You typically can get the funding in 3 weeks or less. I'm going to stop on this real quick. It's not on here, but we're not talking about $50 worth of inventory. This has to be legitimate. You own a grocery store, right? You want to have serious inventory. When I had my paper, I typically carried about $1 million in inventory and paper. That's something I could have easily borrowed against, okay? But I didn't have to. You know why? Because I had great business credit. I didn't have to pay for that paper. I'd bring in an inventory. I'd have 90 days to pay for it. Fantastic business credit profile, right? Sorry, I'm starting to sound like I'm repeating a lot, but there's a reason for it. If you really, truly care about your business, if you really think, look, this is the year I'm breaking through, I need all the help I can get to do that. I need funding. I need access to things I've never had access to. This is the time. right? Don't hesitate. 877-600-2487. Tell them Steve sent you. Say, that guy wouldn't even shut up about it. He just kept reading the number off. Call him. All right. We're going to get you started. We're going to get you started today. And I'm going to get you a whole bunch of bonuses too. All right. Number 13, alternative SBA loans. In other words, private lending. All right. Funded by investors, not banks. So it's a little easier to qualify for. It's a hybrid between SBA and cash flow financing. Terms tend to be between 1 and 5 years. Rates are typically 6 to 15%. You're going to need at least a 620 plus FICO, 1 year tax returns desired, a strong business credit profile. All right. Matter of fact, here's an example. All right. Samna Sikdar out of Exton, PA. He actually owns, I think he owns a gym. Yes, he does. My business is Dragon Gym, a martial arts studio that was founded in 1973 by his instructor, Diego, and taken over by his partner and him 10 years ago. About a year and a half ago, his business partner and him decided that within 18 months, they're going to open a second location. They got connected with Credit Suite, began building their business credit profile. They were able to accelerate their timeline and open the location 6 months instead of 18. So getting that financing meant they could start fulfilling their dreams to have 10 or more locations across the country. Now think about that. He went from an 18-month goal to a 6-month goal, right? Build your business credit. 877-600-2487. Operators are standing by, right? 877-600-2487. Call right now. Don't be embarrassed. Call right now. Talk to one of my team. They will guide you through this. They'll get you started. You can be talking to an advisor in under an hour. I promise you. All right. Now, you got to say that Steve sent you because you got to get those bonuses. All right. You don't even know what the bonuses are. Trust me, it's worth it. You can call right now. 877-600-2487. All right. On to number 12, reward-based crowdfunding. So look, you can get money from the crowd for your business, right? Start with a service like Kickstarter or Indiegogo. All right. It's fixed or flex funding. You need to have a very unique product or service, and you need rewards to give away. All right. Success is based on your network's ability to share the project, your ability to get pre-orders. So this is basically if you have a really strong social media presence and you have a huge network, you can get money from the crowd. You can use Kickstarter or Indiegogo and get people to buy into your project. All right. Very similar to peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending allows people to borrow and lend money without a financial institution. P2P platforms connect borrowers to investors faster and cheaper than any bank. All right. P2P platforms include Prosper, Lending Club, Upstart, Peerform. I'm going to stop. You guys didn't realize Lending Club was just a peer-to-peer, right? Prosper, just P2P. There's actually a couple other ones too. When you take out a personal loan, if you've ever used one of these platforms to get a personal loan, this is peer-to-peer lending. Lending Club isn't lending you the money. Somebody else is. Sometimes it can be a small bank out in the middle of nowhere, but in most cases, it's investors putting money in there. This is peer-to-peer lending. That's number 11. Number 10, near and dear to my heart, house reseller financing. How many people out there are real estate investors or want to be real estate investors, right? How many? Give me a heart. Give me a thumbs up. I want to see more thumbs up, right? Reach down below. If you're not sure where it is, look down below. Give us a thumbs up. All right, house reseller financing. This is funding for flipping houses. And in this market, wow, what an opportunity, right? Rates are typically from 8 to 15% for 6 months or even up to a year. I typically get them for a year. You get 100% of funds to purchase and rehab property, all right? Now, to purchase and rehab, that's if you've been doing it. If you're a startup and you're doing it for the first time, typically they're going to want to see some skin in the game because you have no experience. You have nothing to hang your hat on. They don't know if you're going to understand looking at a foundation or understand that pipes can leak or understand that the wrong type of electric is in the house. So typically your first deal, they're not going to give you 100% unless you have really, really strong personal credit. But to get this type of funding, typically you only need average credit for approval. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, when I first got my first loan, I think I was a 600 credit score. And my first loan was for, talking out of school here, I think it was $500,000, a little under, like 400 and some thousand. So you need average credit is my point. All right. That's for flipping houses. All right. Now then there's commercial real estate financing, which is the next level. This is something I used when I was putting blanket loans on my properties. You get financing to buy or refinance commercial real estate. Typically the rates are 5% plus. They're going to be a little bit higher. SBA alternative lender and investor financing is available. In other words, there's multiple options. Often buy property you're renting and make money. In other words, typically this is used to buy properties that you're renting out, commercial properties, all right? Like a strip mall or something along those lines. The better the property cash flows, the better chances of your approval. They're going to want to see, as a matter of fact, back when I was doing it, typically they would discount the rent that I was receiving a certain percentage and then count that as the cash flow. So let's say I was bringing in $100,000 a month in rent. they would only count about 75,000 of that as rent that they expected me to collect through attrition, whatever, and they would make their decision based on that. Okay, blanket real estate loans. This is me. Blanket mortgage is typically a loan financing for more than one property at the same time. Businesses often use blanket loans to buy commercial property investments. My very first one, 35 properties, one shot. This type of loan could be useful for commercial landlords, yours truly, residential landlords, property developers, or flippers, even construction companies. Okay, so these are called blanket real estate loans. Not the easiest loans to get. And don't kid yourself. Yes, they're going to look at your personal credit. In my case, they looked at my business credit profile. They wanted to see that my company was strong because I wanted them in the company name, right? Once again, we're back to business credit. Matter of fact, why do you think I work here? I don't work here because I went, hey, I need a job. Hey, they're hiring. I'll go. No, I love what this company does. This company's amazing. No one was teaching this. I had to learn this the way most people learn it, the hard way. I had to learn this. It was handed down, right? I had to bang my head up against the wall. What you can do today in under a year took me years to do. Years and years and years. What's your time worth, right? This is literally a gift, right? I know it costs money. It's not free, but what is your time worth, right? What is your, I know my time was worth, and I took years to do this. And I'm going to tell you, I basically paid $300,000 for the program that you're going to get for the price I'm going to give you today. It's a lot less than $300,000. It really is a game changer. All right. That's blanket real estate loans. Let's go to Kiva P2P lending, peer-to-peer lending. All right. This is a unique type of crowdfunding where donors can actually be a part for as little as $25. Low interest rates. A borrower must either have the endorsement of a Kiva trustee, an organization or individual that works to connect borrowers with Kiva, or successfully invite members of their own social network to support their loan before the loan is able to be funded, is to be able to fundraise publicly on Kiva. Missed a line. I don't know a whole lot about Kiva. That's kind of a unique situation, but it is something that's out there. AI lending. I do know a lot about this. All right. AI lending. More and more funding is happening through AI, artificial intelligence, right? More and more, it's minimum documentation required. Funding is typically within 24 hours. Now, when I say artificial intelligence lending, I truly mean no one looks at your application. No individual is seeing your bank statements. This is all done through computer-based lending. All of it. Very, very similar to if you apply for a credit card online and you get an automated approval, right? Artificial intelligence made that decision based on algorithms that they structured in the background. The same exact thing happens with AI lending. Only difference is way easier than a credit card, okay? What you do need is consistent cash flow and good bank account management. Don't be bouncing checks all over God's creation, right? Required for approval. You need to have at least 6 months time in business needed. I don't know why it says TOB, it's TIB. And typically you can get credit lines up to $150,000. If you're interested in this, this is the one time I'm going to share a way to do this. Go to creditsuite.com/fundbox, FUNDBOX. They're going to throw this in the chat. creditsuite.com/fundbox. This is a really, really great program. If you need a quick hit, you need funding, it happens really fast, and you manage your bank account really well, you're doing at least $10,000 a month or more. Actually, I don't even think it's 10,000. It just has to be consistent cash flow. They'll loan you money based on that cash flow. You got to have at least 6 months time in business. But if you need money today or tomorrow, this is a great opportunity. creditsuite.com/fundbox. I know my team's going to put it in there. I'm kind of watching. I promise you it'll be there. If not, I'll type it in myself personally. Oh, yeah, Blue Line also offers it the best, but who cares about Blue Line? Go to creditsuite.com/fundbox or call us 877-600-2487. We'll walk you through it. We'll get you set up right away. All right. We're down to number 5. We're down to the top 5. I might even have a bonus or 2 in here. All right. We're moving pretty good. For certain industries, there's online lending, right? Online lending is about the only way to get money for certain industries. I'm going to give an example, right? Everybody knows about what's going on with the cannabis industry, for example, right? It's booming everywhere. The medical cannabis is legal in most of the country right now. Yet, traditional lenders are still less likely to approve a loan. Matter of fact, they're really, really hesitant. I think they're crazy because I think it's going to be a booming industry, but they're really hesitant, right? But lenders that specialize in cannabis industry lending are out there, right? You're going to find them online. This is really the secondary market that got really big after 2008, 2009, 2010. Online lending, all right? So if you have a really specific industry, then you might want to take a look at online. And in that case, you can use Google. If you're unsure, you can reach out to us. Just shoot us an email to info@creditsuite.com. All right. Number 5A, Amazon Bank of America. You're like, wow, I never heard of Amazon Bank of America. Well, Amazon Lending launched in 2011 and they partnered up with Bank of America Merrill Lynch, right? This allows Amazon to reduce its risk and access capital specifically to provide credit to more merchants so they can acquire inventory. So in other words, they're lending money to their suppliers, right? And of course, they're marking up. What a brilliant plan, right? Amazon Lending is an invitation-only program, so they're going to have to invite you in. Participants get exclusive price and quantity discounts on over 5 million products. Now, it's not difficult to get an invitation only. I get invited all the time, right? So I sell on Amazon. I sell my book. I get invited all the time. It's really not that difficult, but this is another opportunity to get funding, all right? Let me give you some of the qualifying. So eligibility is in part tied to your cash flow. The program makes loans of up to $1,000 or from $1,000 up to $750,000. Terms are typically up to a year. These loans are for companies that may have difficulty landing traditional business loans. And a lot of online companies, people who have online stores, do have a difficult time getting lending because it's not something they can touch, right? But Amazon obviously understands that business better than anyone, right? So they set up this lending program. Within 5 days of approval, you can receive 20% off your first $500 purchase as well. So in other words, if you get approved for a loan, if you're buying inventory on Amazon, you get 20% off your first $500. So they pay you to get approved. That's Amazon Bank of America. Let's go to Amazon Corporate Card. I know a lot of you out there are interested in this, the Amazon Corporate Card. All right, so if you've got an online business, you can get a revolving credit line. They have 24/7 customer service for customers with over 100,000 annual spend on their accounts, and they will get to work with an account specialist assigned specifically to your account. They will proactively help you maximize the value of your line of credit and adopt new product features. That's the Amazon Corporate Card, number 5B. The terms of qualifying are you get 55-day payment terms, 12.99% purchase APR, minimum interest charge is $1. Option to apply as a personal guarantor if you want to build business credit, but don't do that. Don't do that. Unless you need it today, don't do that. Call 877-600-2487, build your business credit profile. Don't give a personal guarantee. Don't do it, right? If you want your business to cross that 7-figure number, right, into the 8-figure and maybe even 9 and maybe even 10-figure for you Microsoft wizards out there, at some point you will never have enough personal credit. It's impossible, right? And you know what? In my opinion, it's impossible to get to a $500,000 or more using personal credit. It really is. It becomes more and more difficult with margins getting the way they are. You need to build your business credit profile. Call us, 877-600-2487. Don't wait. My guys and girls are standing by right now. They will walk you through. They will get you started. You'll be talking to an advisor. You're going to get in. Your mind's going to be blown when you see how easy this is, right? You're like, why didn't I do this last year? Matter of fact, had you done it last year, you wouldn't be sitting here listening, watching me today. Although I love having you here, right? All right. So if I give you a thumbs up, I will. Here's a thumbs up. All right. You make minimum payments or pay in full monthly. You must pay at least 5% or 10% of your total loan amount for the, oh, wait a minute. This is the PayPal. Wow. Look at that. I'm moving too fast. So number 5C, PayPal working capital loan. You can get a loan from PayPal. You must already have a PayPal business account. There is no personal guarantee. That's cool, right? Real business credit. Loan amounts and eligibility depend on your sales via PayPal, and you must pay at least 5 or 10% of your total loan amount, loan plus the fixed fee every 90 days. We've talked about this a bunch of times. We've actually done PowerPoints just on the PayPal working capital loan. So your qualifying is your maximum loan amount depends on your PayPal account history. To be eligible, you must have a PayPal Premier or a business account for 90 days or more. Process at least $20,000 in annual PayPal sales if you have a Premier account, or $15,000 if you have a business PayPal account. Pay off any existing PayPal working capital loan. In other words, you can't have 2 loans going at one time. All right, that's your PayPal working capital loan. Number 5D. Look at that. See, we said 27. It looks like we're going to do about 35 here. Square. Those of you who use Square, there's a lot of you who do. You can get from $300,000 to $250,000. Borrowers get a customized offer based on their card sales through Square, and you can choose your loan size. Here's what's cool. You pay no interest, just an ongoing flat fee. Pay no interest on the money. So obviously, the larger the loan, the better it is for you, right? There's no interest on it. Terms of qualifying. They don't require collateral for business loans of $75,000 or less. This is really cool, all right? For loan amounts of over $75,000, they take a security interest in your business assets, all right? They will file a UCC statement with Secretary of State where your business is organized if they're taking an interest, all right? There is no personal guarantee, though, all right? That's Square. On to 5E. But they really fooled me with this 27 thing today. They got me too, just so you know. All right, Stripe. Use Stripe to manage your business online. Unlike PayPal, Stripe operates like a white label merchant account. All right. It processes payments, checks for fraud, and takes a small percentage. Stripe works with hundreds of business software applications and services out there. These include e-commerce platforms, shopping carts, accounting, invoicing systems, and CRM software. All right. To qualify, you can also get a corporate card through Stripe. All you need is a Stripe account. Your credit limit is determined by your payment processing and bank history. As your business grows, so can your credit line. All right. This credit card is a beta program, and you need to request an invitation. Eligibility is based on, among other factors, payment volume, a company's history on Stripe, and a bank account history. Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. If they're going to pull your company's history on Stripe, right? They're looking at your bank account. They're looking at your payment volume. If you don't think they're pulling your business credit profile, they're pulling your business credit profile. If you don't have one, your rate might be, you might get approved, your rate might be 3 points higher, right? Who knows? Build your business credit profile. All right. Vehicle financing. This is a game changer. Anybody out there own a business that bought their vehicle in their name? Stop. Just stop. Stop the madness. You can start getting approved for finance for vehicles in your business name, right? It's personal or commercial vehicles qualify, right? You get approved with or without a PG, right? So one good business credit, one without good business credit, right? You need typically 14 payment experiences needed for no PG and some additional underwriting criteria. Don't do it. Don't get off this video and go, I'm going right over to the dealership. I'm going to get myself a car with no PG because I have 14 payment experiences. They're all $50 and they're all with Uline. You will get denied. You've got to understand the entire picture, not that little picture. I love Facebook. I love Google. I love them all, right? That's why we're here today. But when you get information for free out there, you get exactly what you're paying for, right? You've got to understand the whole picture. All right. The whole picture. All right. So you do need 14 payment experiences and a lot more. Rates are typically 3% or above. I'm going to tell you, I've done 5 loans this way. I don't even buy cars anymore in my name. It's a waste of time. Why do it? Why would I put debt in my name? Right. If I'm using my vehicle for business. And one time, Credit Suisse had me driving around and flying around the country. I don't want to drive my personal vehicle. No way. Business. Right. Vehicle financing. You want to know how to do it? Call us 877 600 2487. 877 600 2487. Find it. Just call up. Say, hey, I just spoke to Steve. I want to know how I can get vehicle financing. I'm going to tell you what they're going to tell you. Get started on our program. Build your business credit profile. Get to at least 14. Keep in mind what I'm saying to you. At least 14 payment experiences, right? And then all the other underwriting criteria, which I'm not going to share with you today because I can't give it all away, right? All right. Number 3, micro loans. Micro loans are basically small business loans with really relatively low interest rates. They tend to offer anywhere from 500 to 50,000 in business financing. I know 50,000 doesn't sound like a micro loan, right? Especially if you're a startup. The Opportunity Fund provides loans to low or moderate income immigrants, women, and other underserved small business owners. ACM requires a cosigner. Excuse me. Then there's SBA microloans. SBA microloans are nonprofit community-based organizations with experience in lending as well as management and technical assistance. This is an area I'm not super familiar with, so I'm just going to go through this slide and then we're going to move on. The microloan program provides loans up to $50,000. The average microloan is about $13,000. Each intermediary lender has its own lending and credit requirements. You have to talk to them, make sure they're approved to do SBA microloans. In general, intermediaries want collateral as well as the personal guarantee of the business owner, because typically these are for startups, right? Number 1, we're up to number 1. Don't go anywhere because I got a lot more for you, right? This is our last one. E-commerce inventory financing. So you can get the money you need to buy inventory to stock your e-commerce business. I don't know how many of you are out there are e-commerce business. Number 1 complaint I deal with when I talk to business owners that own e-commerce stores is I need to buy more inventory. Great. What's your business credit profile look like? I don't know. Well, I already know the answer. If they say I don't know, it means there's nothing there or very little there, right? And they can't figure out why they can't get out of first gear, right? They're stuck. Man, I got all these people that want to order from me. I can't afford to buy the product because you have to front it, right? So you can get e-commerce inventory financing to stock your e-commerce business. Funding provided by backers like Crowdfunding. You need $150,000 in prior sales. You can get funded within hours, and they fund 100% of your inventory. By the way, another product that we have, go to creditsuite.com/inventory. I know my team's going to throw this in there. I hope they do. creditsuite.com/inventory. Easy to remember. If you're looking for inventory, creditsuite.com/inventory. Or call us 877-600-2487. I know you all have the number memorized by now. 877-600-2487. Talk to our sales executives. They will get you started today. By the way, if you begin building business credit, you get access to our finance team for a full 5 years to help you find loans just like this. Even when you don't even realize you need a loan, they're going to be reaching out to you. They're going to help you find the funding you need to keep your business rowing and growing, baby. Rowing and growing. All right? So creditsuite.com/inventory. That was the last one. Wait a minute. There's more. Oh, wait, there's more. Bonus number 1, term loans. Banks are often the first place we think of when we think of financing, right? But big banks only sign off on about 25% of small business loan applications that come their way. Matter of fact, I don't call them approvals. I call them disapprovals because that's basically what they're doing. They're disapproving everybody, right? Only about 25% actually get through that filter, right? Term loans often have much lower interest rates than many other funding options. They also tend to be for much higher loan amounts, all right? They are going to look for really good credit, really good personal credit. They're going to look for really good financials. They're going to look for a really strong business credit profile. You're going to need to come with them with the whole picture, right? Yes, if you want to put your house up, your personal house, maybe you don't need to worry about your business credit profile if you're willing to throw your house up. I don't know about you. I've been married a long time. I throw my house up one time. I'll never do that again, right? Good personal credit, really strong financials, strong business credit profile, right? Build your profile if you're not sure. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, I know someone that got turned down for a bank loan with their own bank, who they've been doing business with for 15 years, doing over $12 million in sales, super profitable company, great personal credit, kept getting turned down. Now, this isn't even coming from me. This isn't I heard, right? Well, I guess it is I heard. She called me and said, I got turned down. I can't figure out why. I finally asked the underwriter at my bank, small bank, so she knew them. They said, well, your business credit profile is terrible. She went, what do you mean it's terrible? Well, there's nothing on it. There's this one UCC filing from 10 years ago. There's nothing else there. So their own bank, don't discount it. The business credit profile is huge. 877-600-2487. All right. I guess they're going to keep me rolling with this. Bonus loan number 2, angel investing. All right, angel investors invest in small startups or entrepreneurs. Typically, they invest smaller amounts, less than $100,000 per investor. They typically want other investors to get involved before they get involved. Matter of fact, they like to be last one in, first one out, if you know what I mean. There are 2 types of angels. There's the affiliated and unaffiliated investors, okay? The Securities and Exchange Commission standards for accredited investors do not cover angels. Typically, they don't want operational control, often have skill sets that actually help the business grow. So, for example, if somebody was, I will tell you my board of directors that I have for my printing company, one of the people on my board was an accountant, another one was an attorney, another one was an FBI agent, right? Another one was a vice president at a large competitor of mine. We weren't necessarily in the same, we were in the same industry, same business, but not competing with each other for the same business. So they bring something to the table. That's typically what angel investing is, okay? Bonus number 3, venture capital. This doesn't mean a venture capital card, Capital One card. All right. This is venture capital. Venture capitalists believe a company has both high growth and high risk potential. All right. These tend to be fast growth companies with an exit strategy already in place. You've got a really cool digital idea like a Facebook back in the day. This is where venture capital steps in, right? Venture capitalists often look to recover their investment in a 3 to 5 year period. All right. VCs, will also often want to own a large piece of the company, if not a controlling stake. They want game-changing businesses. So straightforward businesses aren't going to be on their radar unless it's a completely shifting the paradigm. All right. So if you say I got a trucking company, probably not going to look at you. Maybe if you have a driverless trucking company or something along those lines, who knows, something crazy out of this outlandish, that's what they'll look at. All right. Like with angel investors, you are giving up a part of your ownership in your business. VCs often want a larger share of your business than angel investors do. Okay. Bonus 4, grants. I know everybody's ears are perking up for this one. Man, when's this going to end? These bonuses, right? Did you know that there are free grants out there for you to start or run a business? For an entrepreneur who has the time, and you're going to need a lot of time, all right, and the wherewithal to apply and doesn't need a lot of money, all right? So look, if it's free, you're getting what you paid for, right? but you are going to put a lot of time into this. You're not going to get a ton of money. Grants can be a good way to supplement other forms of financing. Don't rely on them for more than a small percentage of the money your business needs. I get these calls a lot. People are looking for grants to get their business started, but grants can be literally tiny, $500, even $1,000, right? And don't get me wrong, you can get grants that are much larger, but don't let grants be your end all be all. If you really believe in your dream, grants should be something you add on to it, not the primary source. All right. There are federal grants. You don't have to pay them back. All right. For urban projects, try HUD, the Housing and Urban Development. I've actually been through this. For rural projects, you can try the USDA, the Department of Agriculture. Okay. Federal funding means paperwork. Anything federal is going to need paperwork and lots of it. All right. You also must show real experience in what you're proposing. You can go to grants.gov. I'm going to pause right here because a lot of people ask about this. This is not something Credit Suisse's involved in. We just love giving this free information. Grants.gov. Pretty simple to remember. You look for a grant, go to grants.gov, G-O-V. Okay, moving on. You got local, city, and state grants. Your local government also provides grants. You try city and state websites. Often they're less restricted than federal grants. They will show they want you to show that you will be helping the community. You can even try to partner with local business. If you're unsure where to find that information, go to grantwatch.com. All right. So the first one's grants.gov, which you've already put in the chat. Go to grantwatch.com for local grants. Okay. Grantwatch.com. All right. Bonus number 5. I think this might be the last one. Equity crowdfunding is a stock offering from a company that has no listing on stock exchanges. Equity crowdfunding has been around for less than 10 years. It's different from rewards-based, which come in place from places like Kickstarter. Potential investors visit a funding portal website. There they can explore different equity crowdfunding investment opportunities. Notes there are limits on how much capital an individual can invest based on their income and net worth. Okay. Then there's the book of business financing. I believe this is the last one. Book of business financing is for insurance brokers who want to get money to go. Now, by the way, when I say last one, I got more to talk about business credit, but I'm just talking about our top 27. All right. You can get 120% of surrender value over renewable commissions. The rates are typically 5 to 10%, based mostly on references. All right. Here we are. All right. Those of you that hung in there, congratulations. That tells me you are serious and you qualify to really talk about what we're going to talk about now. What we're going to do right now is talk about how you can change the game. Move the pieces in your favor. Play chess with your business. Stop playing checkers, right? Start thinking about this at a much higher level. 30,000-foot view, not a 3-foot view. Stop looking in front of your face. Step back, work on your business, not in your business. Look at all these cliches I'm throwing at you, right? We're going to show you how to easily get business credit and financing, all right? First, I want to tell you about a friend of mine named Josh, and I personally know Josh. He is one of the nicest people ever met in my life. I'm going to read exactly what he said word for word. One thing that's beautiful about Credit Suisse is that you start with baby steps. The first thing we did is get a couple of revolving credit lines, store credit, then we graduated to gas cards. Then we ended up getting a very nice line of credit with Amazon. Then we worked our way up to getting a very, very, very nice SBA loan. Thanks to Credit Suisse, we were able to really get our business finance in order from a what looks good to potential lenders and potential creditors, and we became very, very attractive to lenders. The best options are always available to those who have their credit game locked down. That's what the Credit Suisse platform allows you to do. Excuse me. We've been able to make smart investments in staffing, marketing systems, sales systems, product development, all these things before Credit Suisse we really couldn't do. In other words, he couldn't do these things prior to meeting us. I just don't have to stress as much as I used to. We've got money in the bank to take advantage of every opportunity. I'm not as stressed anymore. I can keep a bank account that has plenty of cushion in there, and that cushion just honestly makes me a better dad. It makes me a better husband because I'm not stressed out. All because, I'm going to be honest with you, I met Josh. We were talking about something else along the business development side. We were talking about his business. I casually asked him how his business credit profile was, and he looked at me confused. Right? Went through our program, changed his game. I'm not going to give away what he got me. He gave a little bit, but it was a significant loan, right? So that's Josh Elgin Orlando. You're not sure if that's real? Go ahead and Google him up. You'll find him everywhere. He is the man. He's got an amazing podcast. All right. So look, as you now see, you can get money when you have bad credit. You get money without collateral. You get money as a startup or with no income verification. You get money if you've already been turned down. Your business can get business credit. All businesses can get good business credit. You can get money without a personal guarantee. All right. The thing is, where? Right? We gave you a taste today. Where? I'm going to tell you where. At the ultimate solution, right? You are watching this webinar on your computer, your phone, your tablet, because you want the easiest and fastest way to get money and credit to grow. You've probably already struggled to get the money and credit you need, and you've yet to find the simple solution, right? Or you just haven't put the effort in. And I'm telling you, I run into that a lot, all right? Because you don't think about it. You don't work on your business, all right? You should be able to get the money you need when you need it, but not knowing approval standards, not having business credit, not being able to access all the funding options in one place, that can hold you back, right? Our finance suite helps you do all three, helps you get the most money, the best terms, the easiest way to do it. It's guaranteed to walk you through the step-by-step process. It works for everyone if you qualify. Here's what I mean by if you qualify. If you're serious, right? We don't want to work with non-serious people, just like you don't want to work with people who aren't really going to buy from you, right? People walk into a store and walk out. Let's say you have the same person walk in your store every single day for 3 months. By the end of that third month, they haven't bought anything. You're looking at them cross-eyed. You may not even acknowledge them after they walk in the store, right? We want to deal with people who really care about their business. You know why? Because we really care about your business. We really want to see you succeed, right? There's a reason that we call you 5 times in the first 5 days. Not because we want to harass you, because you've invested your hard-earned money. We want you to succeed, and not just succeed, but quickly succeed, right? Through the business finance suite, you can. You can improve your fundability. Build your business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social. You can access the loans and credit lines, all of them in one place, right? Do this using technology combined with concierge coaching. In other words, real human beings, right? We're all human beings. It's great if somebody gives you a list of vendors to apply to, right? Here's a list written on a piece of paper, on a Facebook page, or out in Google land, right? But do you really know what you're doing? Do you feel confident? Do you feel 100% confident when you apply for that particular trade line that you're going to get approved? Probably not. You know why? Because you're not sure. It's just a name. It's just a name, right? We don't give you just a name. We give you who to go to, when to go, what you should look like before you apply, what their entire underwriting criteria is, how to apply, any special circumstances that are there, everything you need. Oh, and who they report to, right? Because that's just as important. Those of you who maybe bought D&B's Business Credit Builder years ago and they built up their D&B profile and then they didn't renew and then whole thing disappeared. Look, D&B's great. Vendor credit, fantastic. What about Experian? What's your Experian profile look like, right? If you don't know who reports where, how can you build your business credit profile? Building business credit is something you have to intentionally do. And to intentionally do something, you have to know everything, don't you? You have to understand exactly what you're trying to accomplish. You need to cover all of it, right? You might be thinking, look, this won't work for me, right? First of all, stop being negative. This is the year of positivity. Let's go. We're moving forward. We're building this. Anyone with a business can build business credit. You may be thinking, I can't afford this. Maybe, right? Can you afford not to? What's your time worth? Right? What is your time worth? We'll actually work with you on affordability. This doesn't mean we're going to give it to you for $1 a month for the rest of your life. We don't mean it that way. There has to be some skin in the game as well, because this costs us a lot of money to produce. We keep this updated weekly. Weekly, we update this. We've pulled people out, put people back in, and I'm talking about vendors and creditors and lenders. We're always updating it. That costs a lot of money, right? And by the way, if you only get about $32,000, only about $32,000, how much of a difference would that make? If you got $32,000 in credit, by the way, what's the average vehicle cost out there, right? Yeah, about 32,000. If you only get vehicle financing out of this, is that a game changer? You never have to personally guarantee a vehicle again? Of course it is. Call us, 877-600-2487. My guys and girls are standing by right now. Tell them Steve told you to call. Right now. Call them. Talk to them. Don't worry, you won't lose the bonuses. I promise you. Remember, I don't want anybody signing up online. I want you to call, have a conversation, understand everything. Let us walk you through your first sign-on. It's not as simple as just, for us, we don't like the whole just sign up and hope the email works and you hope you know who's calling you. There's a certain phone number that's going to call you. That's our advising team. We want you to program that into your number. I'm not going to give that away today. We want you to make sure you get the proper email to get logged in. We want you to understand what your username is going to be. So call us, 877-600-2487. We are sales executives, but we don't disappear. We're there every step of the way. We're checking in on you weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. We're there to make sure you succeed. That's how much our core values are at this company. We care that much. Everyone cares. We have that live feedback on purpose. We want to know if you're not happy. We don't go, oh, there's an unhappy customer. We call them. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's ever 100%, right? Every once in a while we get somebody. Usually we find it's because they're not doing anything, right? If you don't do anything, nothing happens, right? But we're involved. That's our core values. We love it. We love to help business owners. This is why it's perfect for you. Our cutting edge technology helps you meet this credibility requirements before you apply. Not credibility, fundability, right? Set up your business name correctly to avoid buying high risk. If you're already set up, and I get this, I'm going to stop right now. Hey, Steve, I've already got my bank account. I've already got this. I've got great, good. You did what every business owner is supposed to do. But let's say you hadn't. We can't leave you hanging. We can't say, well, go back and get yourself straightened and come back to us when you're ready, right? I get that all the time. I've got a business. Can I get a discount? Well, of course you have a business. We expect everyone to, but we're not going to leave you hanging if your business is not set up the right way, okay? So we're going to, if it's not, we're going to help you set up your address correctly. If you don't have the right website, email, are you listed with the National 411 database? We're going to do that for you for free. We're going to check your licensing and online listing for compliances. We're going to show you how to set up your bank and merchant account. If you don't have one, you should have one. If you're in business, have a bank account. Otherwise, you're not really in business, right? We're going to help you get set up with all 3 reporting agencies, not just set up, but we're going to verify that everything matches. That's super important, right? Help you get your free DUNS number. It's free, FREE, free. You do not have to pay for it. Do not pay for it. All right. Fix any business credit report with all 3 major. We're going to show you how to fix it if it's not yours. All right. We give you the largest supply of starter vendors, including exclusive sources. I saw some people in the chat giving away some information. You're right. It's out there on Google. But we have some exclusive ones that nobody knows about unless they're in our program. And these will start reporting to all 3 reporting agencies. And by the way, there's more than 3, but there's the top 3. There's actually 4 top ones. There's one that's coming up that's going to surpass one of them. I'm not going to name names, but we actually report to them as well. We have a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines. We have underwriting guidelines for everything. In other words, you're never blind. You are walking in with eyes open, should be excited because you already know you're being approved. It's like looking over the underwriter's shoulder. It's a game changer. How does that speed things up? There's nothing worse than applying for something and waiting to hear back. We don't want to see that. We don't want to hear you have to wait to hear from them. If you have to wait to hear from them, you're getting denied or they're asking for a deposit. We want automated approvals, instant automated approvals. That's what we're talking about. We're even going to give you hard to find cash sources, fleet credit, auto vehicle financing, all of this, all of it with no personal guarantee. Don't wait. 877-600-2487. Give us a call. 877-600-2487. Say, Steve sent me. I watched that webinar. It's amazing. I want to change my life. I want to build my business credit. All right. We're going to give you cash flow financing options with no consumer credit requirements. In other words, we're going to give you all the things we talked about today. In other words, you need access to credit, access to cash. We're going to give you access to all that. Some of this is available with no credit check whatsoever, like we talked about. All right. In addition to that, you're going to receive 24/7 access to your own finance suite. You're going to have the business finance advisors who are going to guide you through the process, give you help setting up all the things or fixing all the things that maybe you've done wrong. Okay. I'm not going to sit and read through every list. You're going to get BIN set up with Experian, dispute and fix, business credit inaccuracies, all the things you need. We're going to give you access to our finance team with cash flow financing, asset-based financing, all the things we talked about, SBA loans. We're basically giving you about $12,000 in value. Plus, ready? How about another 10 grand? We call it our $10,000 bonus bundle, right? We're going to give you $10,000, $10,620 worth of bonuses if you enroll by this Friday. Don't wait to enroll. Don't wait till Friday. If you have to wait till Friday, I understand. You want to call today. You want to talk to somebody today. At least call them and commit to it if you're going to sign up by Friday, right? But you want to talk to an individual because they're going to answer any, all, or additional questions that maybe I don't have time to answer right now. I can't even see the chat anymore. My team's got that handled. The first bonus, we're going to celebratize your brand bundle, right? It's a 2-day experience with the world's #1 branding expert, Ray Perez. It's $1,000 value, right? We're going to give that to you, right? We're going to give that to you. It's included, right? This alone is $1,000, right? The Message Maximizer. It's a 6-week course by author Dolores Hirschman. It's a $100 value. In other words, clarify your message to grow your business. right? We're going to give that to you for free. Free, right? Delegate and Manage Like a Beast course. There's another course for you. Those of you who are building a business, these are all worth so, I mean, we're telling you 10 grand, but just in the time you saved and the experience you get and the not banging your head against the wall, learning things going in as opposed to after you've done it wrong 5 or 6 times, game changers. This is going to teach you how to delegate and manage like a beast. This is called a human capital management course. All right. Stop bleeding productivity, radically increase your profits by best-selling author Howard Shore. All right. Look it up. See if we're lying, right? We're going to give you that for free. We're going to give you the Entrepreneurial Leap Toolkit. It's got 11 resources, including a 1, 2, 3 roadmap for startups, my vision clarifier, my biz match by best-selling author Gino Wickman. Okay. So if you're not sure if you're just laying out your business, this really puts it together for you. Then, once your business is moving along, you're going to need to know some accounting secrets, right? How about we give you that too? How about we give you the accounting secrets blueprint, right? Take control of your numbers, increase your profits. This is by Pam Jordan. We're going to give you that for free. And for those of you who are as crazy as I am and are thinking about real estate investing, we're going to give you the $100,000 real estate payday, right? How to make your first $100,000 in real estate course by author and investment guru Derek Van Ness. I know Derek's book. It's a great book. I did it the hard way. Wish I'd have had this book. I could have done it the easy way. Doesn't mean it can't be done, but boy, it made it a lot easier, right? How to make your first $100,000 in real estate. We're going to give you this course for free. We're going to give you a fundability and a flash call, right? You're going to get a flash coaching call with our expert business credit building advising team. It's going to go through all of your fundability, make sure everything's right on the first call. Obviously, we're going to get you set up for D&B for free if you're not already set up. We're going to give you a 90% discount on business credit monitoring through our NAV integration. It's only $24 a month, right? We're going to give you 90 days of that for free, and then only 24 hours a month after that. So you'll be able to monitor your business credit. You know exactly what's going on. You'll be able to share that with your advisors, and they're going to guide you through what to do next, right? We're going to give you the business builders bundle. It's got over 30 courses, guides, blueprints, tools for generating leads, branding, marketing, advertising, funnel building, product pricing, social media match. Basically, this is your business coaching bundle, right? This is literally worth $3,000, and we're giving it to you for free. $3,000 just for this, right? You go to buy this product, it's $3,000. It's yours for free. Don't wait. There's more coming, but don't wait. 877, because there's going to be a line. You're going to have getting voicemail. Call now. 877-600-2487. We're going to give you the multi-million-dollar valuation tool. What this is you're going to get to put a value on your business. What I love about it, it's lifetime access while you're in the program, and you can change the numbers anytime. You always keep an eye on what is your company worth, right? I think that's the coolest thing ever, because at one point you're going to want to sell your company. When I wanted to sell it, I spent tens of thousands of dollars to find out what my company was worth. This actually will do it for you in a matter of minutes. It's going to be included with today's bonus, okay? So you're getting $10,000, $10,620 worth of bonuses if you enroll by this Friday. Just call them up, say, hey, 877-600-2487. Just was listening to Steve. He said, I get the business credit building 10K bonus bundle. All right. The 10K bonus bundle it's called. You got to do it by Friday. You can go to creditspeed.com/webinar and sign up, but don't call. We want to make sure it's set up. We want to make sure you get all these bonuses. 877-600-2487. Say, Steve sent me. I want my 10K bonus bundle. Right. These are all the things you're getting. All of it when you get started with us. 877-600-2487. All right. We're going to show you how to get money. You get $12,000 in purchase values, $10,000 in bonuses, basically $22,000 in total value. So now the question is, I'm waiting for it. It's probably showing up in the chat now. Yeah, but how much, right? I'm going to tell you how much. Get started before Friday. You're going to do 7 payments of $597. That's it. Only 7 payments of $597. It's going to give you 5 years access to the program, 1 year of unlimited handholding. And when I say unlimited, I'm talking about you want to talk to them 5 times a day? You want to call them 5 days a week? You want them to be your best friend for the next 12 months? You're more than welcome to. They're there to help you. We care about your success, right? Told you that's our core value. We care about your success. We don't want to just do 45,000 businesses. We want 500,000 businesses that we want to help. We want people out there being our preachers, talking about Credit Suite. What did they do for us, right? It's only 7 payments of $597. Or if you've already begun building your business credit and you've got a couple of business credit cards, we will discount it If you pay for it all at once at $29.97. So if you do the math, 7 payments, $597 is about $4,100, a little over $4,100. We discounted almost $1,200 if you pay for it all at once, $29.97. Plus, you get all those bonuses. Think about the 10,000. That one course was $29.97, 3,000. So it's basically buy one, get one free. You're getting one, you're getting the other one, plus 7,000 more, plus the additional 12,000 that we're including. Right? This is a game changer. You're basically stealing it from us, right? Obviously, I'm kidding, right? Look, if you're sitting there and you're going, I really want to do this, that $597 is a little tough. Don't be afraid to call. All right? We want to be reasonable. Call us at 877-600-2487. We're going to do our best to work with you. There are some customization that we could do to the payment plan. Basically, what it's going to mean is we're going to spread it out a little more. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but we can lower that monthly payment. Give us a call. One of my team can do that for you. You can't get that online. You've got to call us 877-600-2487. We will customize a plan for you. We also work with someone who will get you financing to enroll, right? So in that case, they are going to look at your personal credit. It's basically a personal loan, but they will give you 0% interest for 18 months, but you've got to have a decent personal credit score. Typically, I'm finding 630 to 650, but talk to your rep, talk to your senior exec, 877-600-2487. They'll kind of guide you through this process. The good news is it's a soft pull to find out. They approve. They'll send you some documents. You sign off on it. They send us the money typically 3 days later. We get you set up. You don't lose the bonuses as long as you call in and find out. And then your payments will begin the following month. And like I said, they'll give you up to 18 months interest free. I think they do charge you a small enrollment fee, but it's minor. It's a lot cheaper than the $597 when you add in the discount to $29.97. So call your reps, 877-600-2487. And if you have really good personal credit, we can talk about that credit line hybrid. We can help you get those high limit credit cards or high limit credit lines, and then you can buy the program with that. So there's multiple options. You're not going to find these options at creditsuite.com/webinar. Where you are going to find them is talking to one of my guys and girls, right? Call your senior sales rep, 877-600-2487. And by the way, all of this is risk-free. All of it. You get full access to everything with your very first payment. Here's what I mean by that. I apologize. We don't hide anything. You get access to everything. You shift the entire risk to us. There's no downside. There's massive upside potential. We are that sure you're going to love this opportunity. I know for it. Look, I've written a book on business credit. I've built business credit. If I was to leave here today and become an entrepreneur again, and boy, it's tempting because I just get that bug all the time, I would buy this on my way out the door. Not because I don't know what's going on inside of it, but one, I know they update it every week. We're the only company that has in the country that updates every single week what's going on. We're testing our vendors. We're talking to underwriters. We know what's going on. We know if you're going to get approved. That's one reason. Two, it's in the right order. I have the criteria. I know if I'm going to get approved, right? I don't have to try and remember, what's the underwriting criteria for me to get this MasterCard? I don't have to remember. I've got it, right? Three, got a whole finance team that if whenever I'm ready for a loan, I just reach out to them and go, hey, I'm ready for a loan. Let's get me an SBA loan, right? And as things change, and they always do, right? I've got the advising team to guide me. So even though I'm an absolute expert at this, I would buy this on my way out the door, right? Look, for me, it's time versus money, right? It typically takes anybody 18 to 24 months to do this on your own, right? If they ever finish. And I talk to people all the time. I've been following you guys for 3 years. Yeah, I feel like I could do it on my own with all the free information you gave away. Great. Where are you? Well, I've got 3 trade lines reporting. What? In 3 years? Listen, 6 to 8 months, you can have 25 trade lines reporting. So you lost 3 years of access to capital so that you could save what? $3,000 or $4,000 at worst case? That's what, $1,000 a year? Right? Think about it. What's your time worth, right? Save yourself time. How much is that 18 months with limited no money going to cost you, right? You're going to be paying thousands more for monitoring anyway, right? DUNS, 401 valuations. Look, just save yourself money. Save yourself time. Save yourself money. What you're going to receive. Oh, this is talking about our partner. I don't know what this is. We're going to skip over this whole thing because this seems a little bit like we're repeating the same information, but you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a ton with this. We're going to help you get set up with everything. You know, we've touched base on it. You're going to get all the bonuses. We're going to show you how to get as much cash as possible. Don't wait. right? Get started before Friday. Part of this webinar, you're going to get 7 payments of $597. You're going to get all these ridiculous bonuses. Take advantage of the discount. Pay the $29.97 if you can. And if you want, we can customize those payments somewhere in between. Let's say you want to do the $29.97, but you don't have it today. That's okay. Talk to my team, 877-600-2487. They'll find a way to make that work for you if you feel like you're going to have that money any day and you don't want to lose out on the bonuses, all right? So repeat after me, 877-600-2487. You talk to the old guy, Steve, and he sent you in. Tell him you want your bonuses. You want that big discount for the one payment. You don't quite have the money today. What can they do for you? They'll help you. Or if you want to just go ahead and go with the payments, set it up. $597 a month for 7 payments, right? Including the first payment. So it'd be the one payment, 6 payments after that. And if you need help even with that, ask about the other options. Ask about our funding source. Ask about the credit line hybrid. Ask about maybe spreading those payments out a little more and lowering the payments. We're giving you every opportunity, right? And on top of that, you're getting all the bonuses. So, look, you guys have all hung with me for a while. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope you had some fun. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you don't feel like I was yelling at you, but I was having a great time, right? Having a great time. I don't get to see you all the time. I got really lucky. Ty happens to be at a mastermind that I usually get to go to with him, so I'm a little jealous there. But I did get to spend time with you, right? Got a fresh haircut for you. Grays are coming in. Grew my beard in a little bit. I loved hanging with you today. I want you to give me a little bit of love back. Reach out to us, 877-600-2487. Tell them Steve sent you. Say, I want my bonuses. I want to build my business credit. I'm tired of banging my head up against the wall. I am sick of the no's, right? I am sick of no's. I need some yeses for once in my life. I want to grow this business, right? Don't wait. Don't wait till you have $1 million in cash flow, right? You're still starting off at zero. Get started now. Build your business credit profile. Look, and if you're not ready to do this yet today, you feel like, it's something I want to do. That's all right. Keep following us on social media. We educate people constantly. We're not going to give away the store, right? But follow us. Learn as much as you can. Again, 877-600-2487. I want to really, really congratulate a lot of you stayed for this entire time. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Thank you so much. My name's Steve Weibel. It's Weibel like Bible. Don't hold me liable. I'm the key account manager here at Credit Suite, and I look forward to hopefully maybe even talking to each one of you individually. All right. Again, 877-600-2487. Thanks so much for hanging us with today, and we'll see you again soon. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I think we got one more slide. Nope, that's it. All right. Info at creditsuite.com, creditsuite.com, 877-600-2487. Take care.